Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Sydney Swans built hapless West Coast Eagles by 63 points. Western Bulldogs smash North Melbourne. West Coast have suffered an embarrassing Friday night flop after conceding the opening 8 goals in a 63-point AFL loss to Sydney at Perth Stadium. The Swans opened up a 56-0 lead midway through the second quarter before cruising to 18.13, 121, to 9.4, 58, victory. Sydney midfielder Callum Mills was adjudged best afield for his 28 disposal, 6 clearance effort, while Luke Parker starred with 26 disposals, 5 clearances and 2 goals. Ruckman Peter Ladhams made the most of Nic Naitanui's absence to rack up 24 disposals, 24 hitouts, 5 clearances and a goal in a dominant display. Sydney had 11 goalkickers in an even spread, with Isaac Heeney booting 3. West Coast forward Liam Ryan booted 3 goals from limited supply, while defender Tom Barrass battled manfully without Jeremy McGovern, covered 19 protocols. There was hope. West Coast's upset win over Collingwood last week, combined with the return of star quartet Luke Shuey, Elliot Yeo, Tim Kelly, and Jamie Cripps, would ensure they could match it with the high-flying Swans, 4-1. But any prospect of a match resembling a contest was quickly extinguished, with the first quarter stats telling the story of the night. Sydney won the inside 50m count 21-4, clearances 12-6. Hitouts 13-5, contested possessions 41-26 and the scoreboard 5.4, 34, to 0.00, during an opening quarter whitewash. Emerging Sydney spearhead Logan McDonald showcased his talents with a 50m goal on the run and a clever snap, while Hayden McLean overcame an embarrassing dropped mark near the goal square to boot 2 majors. The Swans continued to pile on the pain in the second term, with their ability to use the corridor at speed allowing them to go over the top of West Coast's defensive setup. Chad Warner's goal midway through the term saw the margin expand to 56 points. At that point, the stage was set for a repeat of Sydney's 92-point thumping of West Coast at Kardinia Park last year. The Eagles were so woeful early in Friday's match that they needed a slice of luck to finally get on the board, with Ryan converting a dubious free kick with 8 minutes remaining in the first half. A clever Josh Kennedy snap shortly after gave West Coast further life, and the Eagles did manage to outscore Sydney 2-1 in the third quarter. But the rout in the first 45 minutes of the match meant the game was already well and truly over. The final 50m count read 65-29 in Sydney's favour in a stat that showcased the Swans' utter dominance of the match. Sydney also won the contested possession count by 37. Dogs Handroos. Another Good Friday hiding a hot start has set the tone for the Western Bulldogs' 68-point win over struggling North Melbourne in their Good Friday AFL clash. The game was effectively over at quarter time after the Bulldogs had piled on 8-1 to lead the shell-shocked Kangaroos by 45 points. North were embarrassed by 128 points in the corresponding match last year and supporters feared another crushing blowout defeat in the marquee game. The Kangaroos fought their way back into the game with a 5-2 second term, sparking the pro-North crowd into delirium. But the early damage proved insurmountable for North as last year's beaten grand finalists improved their record to 2-3 by winning 21.13, 139. to 11.5, 71. Bulldogs star Bailey Smith continued his prolific start to 2022, gathering 22 first-half possessions on his way to a career-high 43 as he capitalizes on a match-winning finals series last year. Livewire Cody Weightman did his best work early, booting 4 first-quarter goals as his feats immediately brought back memories of Josh Bruce's 10-goal haul against the Kangaroos last year. Weightman slotted his 5th late in the contest for the biggest haul of his 24-game career. Key forward Aaron Naughton made up for a frustrating and inaccurate start to the season by finishing with 5.3 in a much-needed confidence boost. Captain Marcus Bontempelli was used in a deep forward role and the move reaped dividends with 3 goals, including 2 in the first term. J.Y. Simpkin, in his 100th AFL game, was clearly the Kangaroos' best player as the improving midfielder racked up 27 possessions. Both teams lost players to injury, with North speedster Aaron Hall, hamstring, and Bulldogs youngster Riley Garcia, knee, subbed out at half-time, while the Kangaroos' Jack Mahoney, ankle, sat out the final 10 minutes. After a sluggish start to the season, the Bulldogs now have a chance to build as they host struggling Adelaide in Ballarat next weekend before more winnable games against Essendon and Port Adelaide. North, who have slumped to 1-4, will host Geelong in Hobart in round 6. Ladhams posted 23 hours ago, updated 16 hours ago.